Got a really cool unboxing with another brand who's trying to take this barefoot style of footwear and make it more generally acceptable. You know, it's similar to what we try to do with the African Troopers, where we're taking what usually is a really ugly, not super high quality boot in barefoot boots and try to convert it to more of that heritage styling so you get all the benefits of both that you've probably heard me talk about ad nauseum at this point. That's what Freeform's trying to do with more like the dress shoes and more of the classier stuff. So what is the Freeform story? I wanted a dress shoe that helped my feet get stronger, keep me comfortable, look great, and were made to last. I think it's a very small company. It's like a one or two, I think it's just a one-man dude who's doing all the marketing, the website, the branding. Obviously he contracts out a factory to make the shoes. But the mission is to make a shoe that truly embodies health and style. No sacrifices, just quality. When Joey started Freeform, he wanted to be everything I wanted in a dress shoe, shoes that were made well with materials that last a lifetime. I was gonna sink my money into product that had to be good and it had to last. I wanted as many barefoot ideals in a shoe without sacrificing timeless aesthetic and of the dress shoe. I worked as a physical therapist assistant for 7 years and convinced as many patients as I could to start training to transitioning to barefoot shoes. I believe it's okay to want style and health, and that's really what I spent 2 years doing with these shoes, ensuring your foot has enough room for a neutral toe splay so the muscles can do their job and your joints can be happy. So yeah, exactly what I said. These same concept, but they're trying to combine that barefoot style with the more dress side of things. And so it's always, anytime anyone's doing that cross-boundary disruption, I love it. I talk about nonstop. It's what I love most about collaborations, finding new stuff. Because when you talk about shoes over and over and over, anytime someone's doing something exciting and new and different, it's really fun. Let's figure out what else they have, because I think they've got regular shoes and I think they've got some barefoot shoes. Yeah, so they sell anything from like a lower heel chukka, lower heeled, like heritage-ish kind of boots to a complete zero drop dress shoes and Oxfords and wingtips, monk straps. They also have, looks like a made to order where you can choose your style. Like let's say, I guess you can probably see it on this. Say I want to do, I've always liked the monk strap look, if I'm being honest. Yeah, so you've got the zero drop, the low drop, and the traditional drop. Ooh, this is cool. Missing image there. Oh, so you can choose, wow. Yes, you can choose zero drop, low drop, traditional drop, and it looks like you can go through the whole process and design exactly what you want. RTW, what does that mean? Why can I not think of what that means? Ready to wear, all right, fair enough. Okay, so let's see what he sent me. I'm surprised this brand isn't more known because it's the only brand I've even heard of that's doing actual quality dress shoes for zero drop and that barefoot style. You know, there's a couple other brands, Birchbury does one, but it's not like a dedicated dress shoe. This is like, seems like, I haven't seen them yet, like an actual dress shoe on a zero drop platform. So, unbox it with the baby Demco. Demco sent us a bunch of knives, and these are, I don't know if these are supposed to be keychains or like diver knives or what they are, but I like it either way. Joke's on you, somebody already unboxed it, but it's fun to play with the knives. All right, we got 2 boxes. I haven't seen these though. Okay, let's do it. See what he sent us. Okay, looks like some elastic laces. That is pretty nice. So you just slip them on, but they don't look terrible. Ooh. Yeah, those look good. Surprisingly good. Wow. Vibram outsole, that ripple. Looks like a rubber slip sole. Looks like it's a Goodyear welt, I think. Let's give it a little pull and see if we see any stitches in there. I can't tell. Might be Blake stitch, because on their site they say they do both. Blake stitch is going to be more flat, more flexible. Goodyear welt's going to have a little more structure. It's going to have a little bit more rigidity to it. I don't want to bend these too much before we get shots of them. They're definitely more flexible than regular dress shoes, but they're not nearly as flexible as like a true barefoot shoe that's completely like 2 millimeters underneath your foot and just cheap materials on top. It is, what, is it real leather? Let's make sure. Let's double check. Yeah, it's leather. This is their Wingtip, 250 bucks for the B stock. The A stock is $375. So let's hope it's all leather components on the inside. $375. Like the leather looks good. It's got a Vibram outsole. I'm curious how they're built though. Let's see if we can peek underneath there. That looks like a leather lasting board underneath of that leather permanent insole. And so my guess is it's leather, thin leather insole, thicker leather midsole. I don't know, Blake Stitch or Goodyear welted, and then you've got that rubber midsole and the outsole. So how is this barefoot? That sure looks pointy, right? This is the thing that I think they've done really well. That's very similar to, oh, I'll fell down, to Alden. Say what you will about Alden, but that last is comfortable. And it's because it's anatomical or orthopedic last, where it kind of bananas over. So just to show you, see how much more this one even bananas over? And so what he's tried to do here is create an optical illusion in the same way Alden does, but intentionally, rather than it just kind of working and people like it. They bring this all the way over, so you can still kind of bring the toe to a point, but you have a lot of width through the ball of your foot, and then your big toe ends up being not just straight, but it actually kind of flares out like a true anatomical barefoot last. Is it going to be quite as wide and anatomical as like a true barefoot? Probably not, but it's still pretty wide. So we'll do some shots to kind of show you the difference between the true dress shoe, barefoot shoe, and then this one, part 2. Oh, it's a Chelsea boot. I don't think I saw it on the website. Woo! That's a nice waxed flesh leather. That's not bad looking at all. You can definitely tell it's a barefoot boot. God, these things are huge too. What size did you send me? Not that, I don't have that big. Maybe it is. Okay, 9.5. But maybe that's part of the illusion. Because if you cut this off here, you've got a pretty wide last. And so I wonder if it's just made so that it's nice and pointy. We'll see when we try it on. Basically the same setup as the previous boot or shoe, just in a more Chelsea style, the dressier Chelsea. Cool. Let's try them on. Oh wait, how much is this? $350, looks like, around $350. Nice. So with like all the components, the leather, and the fact that it's a really small company, pretty decent price, I'd say. You know, there's that $300 to $350 price range. You usually see a lot of like the leather insoles, the Goodyear welt, the high quality leather upper, the better outsoles. And so for a small brand in a niche industry with small quantities, I think it's a pretty decent price. So this is a 9.5 in the Chelsea boot. Let's see how that looks compared to the 9.5 Aldens. So it is a little bit longer. Looks like you got like a ½ inch longer at the toe. So let's see how they fit in my wool socks. Woo! That is pretty roomy. Wow. I could probably go half a size down. Yeah, because my toe's all the way to there. Let's see what their sizing recommendation is. According to their sizing, it'd be in the 10. These are a 9.5, but I've got really narrow feet, and so I could probably go down to a 9 just fine. Because it is like cone shaped, right? And so if you got really wide feet, the further back you sit in this boot, the more width you're gonna get. So for me, who doesn't need a lot of width, I can go a lot closer to the end of the boot. So if you got really wide shoes or really wide feet, probably go true to their sizing. And if you got narrow, skinny feet like me, you could probably go down a size. They don't look bad though. For like a wide toe box boot, they're definitely long. I think these Oxfords look better, or Wingtips, I mean. Let's see how these look. What size are these? 8.5. Okay, let's try it. So we got 9.5, which is too big for me, 8.5. Let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, that's more my size. That's a lot closer to how I'd wear these. I can't find the other ways. There it goes. Much better for me. So I'm a 10 on the Brannock, and these 8.5s are where I'd be. This is where I'd be happy with them because I don't have any pressure on the side of my foot. I've got a narrow foot, keep in mind, but my toe goes to about there, so I've got that extra room to get that point The cool thing is how that banana's out. It really does leave tons of room for your big toe. These are pretty slick. Looks like you did it. You know, an actual barefoot shoe that looks mostly like a regular shoe that seems to be pretty high quality, and they look good. You know, I really don't think if someone saw you wearing these, they're like, what is he wearing? Like, I think that they pass because they're really refined. They're not like, it's a traditional construction and a nice pointy-ish looking shape. So pretty good, pretty impressive freeform. So sizing recommendation, just mine obviously defer to their sizing, and don't get mad at me if you go off mine and it's wrong. I'm a 10 on the Brannock. I went down to the 8.5, and that's a nice, small, tight fit. Like it doesn't squish my foot, but I don't have, I'm not like swimming around in there. So I went down a size and a half for narrow feet. I would go maybe a size down for regular feet and play with maybe half a size down with super wide feet. That would be my initial recommendation, but I don't know. You know, everyone's foot's different, and so defer to them, ask them if you have any questions. So that's it. Check out Freeform, pretty cool what they're doing, and seem to be pretty high quality. If you want to see me cut them in half, let me know, because I'd like to see how these are built. So thank you guys for watching these videos of Rose Anvil 2. Go check out the African Trooper, unless it's already sold out. It's a similar concept, like I said at the beginning of the video, heritage to barefoot rather than dress to barefoot. And thank you guys. See ya.